Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 6. We'll present to you guys about Al-Maslahah Al-Mursalah, or we call it as consideration of the public interest. Alright, now my name is Siti Nur Aiman binti Abdul Khalid, and today I will present to you guys about the definition of Al-Maslahah in literal and technical meaning, and also I will tell you about the classification of the Al-Maslahah itself. Alright, okay. So for the literal meaning of the Al-Maslahah is benefit or interest, and for the technical is consideration which secure a benefit or prevent harm, but in the meantime is harmonious with the aims and objective of the Sharia. So this is the meaning from the Imam Al-Ghazali. Alright. Okay, so for the scholars have divided into three classification of the Al-Maslahah itself. For the first one is Al-Maslahah Al-Mu'tabarah, second Al-Maslahah Al-Mulugha, and the last one and for the third is Al-Maslahah Al-Mursalah. Okay, so that's all from me, and I will pass the next presentation to Farah Syafiqah to explain more about Al-Maslahah Al-Mu'tabarah. Alright.
What is this? Al-Maslahah Al-Mu'tabarah. Interesting. Thank you, Sister Aiman. Hi, Assalamualaikum. You can call me Farah. So today I got the task to share with you guys about Al-Maslahah Al-Mu'tabarah. So, a brief explanation about Al-Maslahah Al-Mu'tabarah is a maslahah that have been stated clearly in the Quran and Sunnah. Therefore, it is crystal clear for all the believers to uphold upon this maslahah and cannot negate it. Hence, all the Muslim scholars agreed that this maslahah should be promoted as well as to be protected. So for a better understanding about this maslahah, I would like to give you guys two examples. The first one is the prohibition of consuming liquor. This is because it's stated clearly in a Quran in Surah Al-Ma'idah ayat number 19. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Observe, intoxicant, gambling, idol, and drawing blood for decision are all evil of Satan's handiwork. Thus, shun them, you may be successful. The second one is from Surah Al-Furqan, ayah number 68, about the prohibition of killing. So, what's the benefits of this maslahah? Is number one is to protect our intellectual, and the second one is to protect our life. I hope you guys can get benefit from it. There you go.
Thank you, Farah. Right, hello and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Irsyad and I'll be continuing with Maslahah Mullah. Now, this can be defined as a maslahah in which the lawgiver has nullified or either explicitly by indication that can be found in the Sharia. What this means is that ulama have agreed that legislation in the pursuit of such interest is invalid and there's no judicial decree may be issued in that favor. Now, one of the most common examples of Maslahah Mullah is the case of inheritance, whereby the Quran does mention the fact that a son is liable for double the portion of inheritance as compared to the daughter. So, in terms of nullifying the benefits of the son, this is how Maslahah Mullah is used for the benefit of public interest. It's better to give the son and daughter equal share of the inheritance on the assumption that it's better for public interest. There are many other examples for Maslahah Mullah, and this can be seen in cases, especially in the West, whereby there are they have Western influence, where so that Maslahah Mulgha is necessary to nullify the benefits that have been caused by all these Western influences. So we can see in cases such as in interest, in usury, and many more. Alright, that's all for me. I will pass it on.
Thank you, Irsyad. Assalamualaikum. My name is Azmah and I will be discussing about Al-Maslahah Al-Mursalah. So what is this? It refers to the consideration of public interest or benefit. So the decision of Al-Maslahah Al-Mursalah will give benefits to the community and to an individual itself. So it is neither acknowledged nor rejected by Sharia, and there is no text validates or invalidates the term Al-Maslahah Al-Mursalah. And Maslahah Al-Mursalah is considered as sources of Islamic law by majority of Muslim jurists. There is a Quranic verse concerning Maslahah Al-Mursalah, which is in Surah Al-Hajj, verse 78.
وَجَاهِدُوا فِي اللَّهِ حَقَّ جِهَادِهِ هُوَ اجْتَبَاكُمْ وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ.
So, Maslahah Al-Mursalah is divided into three types, which is the first one is Al-Dururiyat, meaning the necessities. It follows an absolutely essential. For example, the legislation of death penalty for a premeditated murder. And the second one is Al-Hajiyat. It refers to the actions and deed for the 5 essential values. For example, the concession of sick from fasting, the exemption of menstruating women and pregnant women from fasting during Ramadan, and the length, to shorten the length of a prayer for musafir. And the third one is Al-Tahsiniyat. It refers to an action that's go beyond the limit. For example, it follow humans' desire. The example is jewelry, innocent hobbies, and the modern era in building a mosque. So that's all for me. We move to the condition Juni.
Wait a minute.
Thank you, Azmah. Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Fatimah Azzahrah and I will explain about the condition of maslahah in terms of Junin. Maslahah hakikiyah, also known as the maslahah that must be genuine, as opposed to the imaginary maslahah or maslahah wahmiyah, and which is not proper ground for the legislation. There must be a sensible probability that the benefits of legislation, a rule or hukum in the pursuance of the maslahah outweigh the harm that might be occur from it. And there is example of the imaginary maslahah, which is to abolish the husband right of talaq and vesting it entirely in the court of law. General maslahah contemplate the protection of 5 essential values, which is the first one, the protection of the faith, which is necessity for preventing the seduction or fitnah. The second one, the protection of intellectual or akal, which is promoting the learning and education. The third one, protection of the lineage or nasab. And the fourth one, the protection of the property. And that's it for me. I will pass to my friend to explain about the mission.
Hey Zahra, there is another one lah, which is protection of life. Okay, let's continue. What is this, Zahra? Condition general? Thank you, Zahra. Hi, my name is Nur Afifah binti Zulkiple. Now I will present on the second condition of maslahah, which it must be in general. Maslahah must prevent harms or secure the benefit of the people as a whole, not to a particular person or a group of persons. This indicates that legislating a rule on the ground of maslahah must consider the benefit to the largest possible number of people. This is because the whole concept of maslahah is meant to secure the welfare of the people at large. Now, I will move to the third condition of maslahah, which it must not be in conflict or contradict with the Quran, Sunnah and Ijma. Now, I will pass the basis of maslahah to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you Afifah. Hi, my name is Ummu. So I'll be present about the basis of Maslahah Mursalah as it is mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah verses 185. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Yuridullahu bikumul yusra wa la yuridu bikumul usra. That means Allah has not made difficult things for you as He is intends to make everyone at ease. Okay, in Islam, any public interest will be considered. Thus, by denying the usage of Maslahah Mursalah will definitely lead to the inability to solve any problem in this contemporary issue. Okay, Maslahah Mursalah is very important and it's reliable as the jurists as well as scholars they being use this method in order to solving a problem or the public interest. So from what I explained just now, we can see that Maslahah Mursalah is very essential, but in order to solve the problems, we need to be in line with Quran and also Sunnah. Okay, so that's all from our group. We hope that you guys can gain the benefit from the presentation and thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.